Hello, this is Tomeo here speaking in front of some of the database that I have to organize the foundation. Um, well, welcome to the Marine Foundation here, where we have, for example, the main content display here. Um, my resources, my administration, the continents of which we will be working, the leadership table, the MARINEF operating here, and my whole IT environment, marinef.org website. So if I go here, I can also make a little space where I can actually see the notes associated to my thoughts, to everything that I do. Well, let's go to, for example, the continents so where the Marine Foundation is involved. Of course, we've got the five beautiful continents here. And if you go and look per continent, we've divided all the five region, Africa, America, Asia, Europe, Oceania, with their own region. For example, let's go to Central Africa and see which countries we have in Central Africa. So we see Angola, Cameroon, all these countries, and then I can actually click, for example, DRC Congo, and I can see MARINEF, DR Congo, how it is organized here, and who are the members here, etc., etc. So this is done in a way so that I can have members looked up. Let's say, for example, let me go to Senegal and see who is in Senegal, just to give you a good example of the system. And this goes very fast, actually. The whole process of this database, the idea is to go very fast where I want to find something useful. So I see Senegal here, which is connected to the countries of Africa. If I click on countries of Africa, then I have exposed to me all the countries of Africa that we have. That is the way that I can know, what's going on around the world. I'm back here. If I go to, I have also the Wikination Senegal. As you know, we are formatting this beautiful platform called wikinations.com, which will be a new website with a portal, an international chamber of commerce. That would be the new platform of communication for businesses around the world through the Wikination platform. So let me go to Senegal here. So if I go to Senegal, then I can see Senegal is divided with the Marine Foundation and MARINEF Corporation. And this is more the brand, the industry that we're going to work with, contracts we're going to sign with companies. This is business. This is the foundation here. And of course, I'm going to open a little note environment here so we can see some notes taken. So let's say Marine Foundation Senegal, and then I've not put every members, but just as an example, a member here, which is her name is Fifi. So I want to look at her. I can see her photo here appear. Oh, that's her. I recognize her now. If I click on her name, then I can have not only photo, but I have also a quick look at what her page looks on the website. So you see, this is the Marine Foundation website, which is connected to her right here in the database. And on that part of the database, we will see her page appear shortly, as you can see here, so that we can have a great look on who she is and what she does, and how visible she is in the Marine Foundation environment as far as the the things we do and how we present things. We present each member of the Marine Foundation are in a certain position. So that's how, without having to go to the website through a browser right from the database, I can actually pull up information here, right here. Right, so I'm going to to close this window and go back to the main environment, which I was showing on the beginning. So I go back to the main environment. What do I see? MARINEF operation is divided in this few important platform here. You have the brand organization of MARINEF, which is very important. That includes the logo, the domains that we use. We have about some 50 domains attached to the MARINEF concept. The event organization, of course, because this is an organization of event. The founding organization, the location of MARINEF throughout the world. So I can see the location of MARINEF in Africa, in Europe, in Oceania. In Africa, it's very simple. I click here, and I can see MARINEF in areas that I want to see. For example, Madagascar. Here I will go to Madagascar, and I will see that this is connected to MARINEF Madagascar. That's how I can see who is there, what is going on. I can connect to the country, and I can connect to the people of the country, etc., etc. All the information I need are actually here. So this is the locations, of MARINEF. Let me go back to the operating system here, or the operation of MARINEF, where I can also show you some other 2 or 3 important things. The project organization, of course, the network organization, which is actually very important, which means of all the system that we have put to place so that we can actually communicate with people of great importance. The Kingdom Assembly is one of our new clubs among the First Ladies Club and other clubs that we have, which is a club of royal families around the world. As you can see here, the logo, the banner on the website, mostly like this. It's beautiful, you know, the true royal families around the world. So that gives us, if I want to see the members of this, the kingdom, what we call the kingdom membership. So we, for example, we have this beautiful lady here, Sanyogita, Princess Sanyogita, Republic of India, and we have also the Princess of Malaysia here, which is present here. There'll be lots of kingdom here. Already on our website, you can see the listing of the people that are going to be attached to this. So it's just to show you that our network organization is very well organized. The leadership directors of the Marine Foundation, as you can see, we divided that in presidents of content, honorary president, ministerial leadership, regional president, and national president. So, for example, let's go to the let's go to national presidents. So, if we go to national president, then we have a list here of the people that are actually very official members of the Marine Foundation. That's Kura, for example, Kura Ouattara over there in Côte d'Ivoire. So we can see she's connected to Côte d'Ivoire here, right here, Côte d'Ivoire. We can see a network here. We can click and find out what is her network of friends and people that she has. And we can see many other things. Of course, the company that she works with, that she's connected with, and she's also Marine Foundation Africa, etc., etc. You know, this is infinite as far as information, and it's like a huge spider web of thousands and thousands of things that are organized specifically to well manage the entire system from just even one computer. So I'm going back to the MARINEF operating main system here. And just to conclude this presentation as far as a very, very um, uh, basic presentation actually of what is. The MARINEF, what I call leadership table, is the division in three of the three type of leaderships we have in MARINEF, which is the celebrity consult, which is the spokespeople type of people, which means that mostly famous people. You have the central administration operation of and production, which are the five departments that will lead the Marine Foundation entirely, with the administration, communication department, development department, operation, and production. If we go, for example, to the production department, which is interesting, which I like, it's one of my favorite, we have the artist relations, the entertainment, and the event that connects together into a production. Of course, we will have also the media, which I will add to this. I think the media is mainly, I think, in the communication department. Yeah, multimedias are here. So we have social networking, multimedia, IT network. So let me go back to that production department. What I like here is the artist relation. And the most important into a excuse me a foundation or a communication platform is to have important people connected to us. So what I organize is a celebrity council of all nations. So we can see here celebrity nation of Africa, celebrities nation of Europe, etc., where we will have the African celebrities divided per each nation, 3 celebrity per nation, that we will take a leading position into the spokesmanship, the porte-parole en français, spokesmanship of the Marine Foundation throughout its system. So, which allows us to have all the important people. So the African Celebrity Council, which will be the leadership of 5 African very famous people. I just put Mr. Yusundur here because he's joining the foundation, but there's other already ready. But I have not yet put their data, but I will put it here. And of course, as I click on the side, I can see on that right side of the plex all the information on these people, etc., etc. So you can see that the Continental Celebrity Board, is connected to our Celebrity Council of the Marine Foundation, which is one part of the leadership, which is what we call mostly honorary leadership. Central administration of operations, mostly executive, and we have also the advisory leadership, the conseil, and this comes very handy on the development of projects. So we have an academic board of many, the Ministry of Economic Development, sports education, the infrastructure, real estate, medical science, and Ministry of Technology. So this allows us to really govern all of our system and creating agencies underneath these ministries, so that we can control our project and we can do better due diligence. So we have the Health Development Distribution Agency, Medical Distribution Agency, for example, underneath the ministry system. So of course, all these agencies, if I click, I will just pull them out here without looking for them. I will pull them out right here so that I can tell you what we have here, agencies and program. So as I pull up the database here of agencies and program, so I can see what kind of agencies we have that are connected to these ministries of the Marine Foundation, right? So it's underneath the project organization of MARINEF. So you can see this. We have the Football International Youth Association, which is meant to help children, equipment distributed at all sports agencies anywhere, or schools, health development. This is for the protection of children. The Marine Development Agency, the MDA, which is very important, Marine Tourism Agencies, all of these are created by the Marine Foundation as agencies underneath the project organization of MARINEF, but specifically underneath the leadership of the Ministry of the Marine Foundation, which help us do better due diligence with very talented academic people who know what they're talking about. So that is what really to show you the very basic of our the entire system, the Marine Foundation in general. I just want to there's so many things to show, but especially on the IT side here, all the servers that we have and how we work. For example, just pulling this out, how we work with our web organization, which is a very complex work of lots of things, lots of information on how we work with our servers, our plugins, for example, when we do the website, how we actually do these websites. Our main website, has a lot of plugins connected to it so that we can make it work correctly, etc., etc. So this is to tell you the amazing setup that has been made with the constitution of the Marine Foundation, which means making it happen, and also this will help us to develop so fast, since with a database we can really control the entire system. This is all what it comes to, a database and also a mapping, a perfect mapping of the organization throughout the entire world. And I would say throughout the 240 nations of the world. So if we go, for example, here countries, which is actually very vital to the system of the Marine Foundations, the countries, for example, of Asia. So if I go to countries of Asia, then I have all the countries of Asia, right? This is all there, with their flags coming up. We have all these countries, it's all in our database, so we will be able to control the entire system. I can even, for example, if I click here, I can go, for example, and if I want to see everything really, then I think I'm going to go to all nations. All nations will help me see actually all the nations of the world and calculate how many regions we are going to be present in the world. And I have to tell you, we're going to be everywhere. And here you can see all the nations of the world that appears here on the Plex. I can go on and showing you everything there is. I can make this place much smaller, so I can see actually all the nations here displayed. But if I wanted to find how many nations we have here, all I have to do is find the details through a special click here. And you can see here on the side, I will see there's 242 nations here. And this is without counting the islands area or certain region area that I have not even mentioned here. So you have 242 nation regions of the world where Marine Foundation is going to be there with an office, with a network, with the same system that will be in each of every nation of the world, which Marine Foundation will become really much the first of such a system in the entire world. Nobody, even close, has attempted to establish such takeover, such a way to help it, in a way. Because as I always say, what's good for one nation is good for everybody. What's good for a nation is good for the other nation. What's good for a family is good for the other family. So you see, this is the other island that is not even counted into the nation, but there's another. Let me see how many we have here. How many we have island areas that are part of other nations already, but they are counted as an independent region. They actually manage themselves. We have 50. You see, we have 50 here, selected 50 nations here, island nations of the world that are not even only 242 listing that I've showed you just a little bit early. So this is to tell you how vast we go, and how vast we can control the Marine Foundation in not just, I will say, control it in a way of leadership, but in a way of database, knowing who is who, where is where. This, for example, unknown place here, nobody knows about it, right? The Jen Mayen Island. Well, here's the information. I can go straight to its Wikipedia environment. I can find out about every single little details that I want per each nation, and assign a leadership there and a membership. So this is, excuse me for my throat. The weather is a little bit humid in Japan here, and this is to conclude my this little presentation, and just to tell you how grateful I am to have you on board, and I look forward to working with you and doing many things with you. Thank you very much for listening, and wishing you a beautiful day.